So, First Lady and I, we visited many schools and a few lecture houses. And when we visited some lecture houses, I'll snap this and show you. When we visited some lecture houses and some schools, we received many questions from different teenagers. Some had very interesting questions. Some had very interesting questions. So there are some of the questions that I decided to keep aside because I knew that a larger audience need to know that these are serious issues. The first one here says, what should I do if I had sex with my sister? So these two, they're in the same class. So is it a sin to have feelings for your brother? Looking at what we discussed in that particular meeting, okay, we talked about sexual purity and so many other things. So I know where these people are driving at. If you are a parent and you happen to stumble on my video, I want to plead with you that you discuss the matter of incest with your children. Discuss the issue of incest with them. Don't assume they will never do it. Don't assume they don't know about it. Don't assume anything. It is spiritually deadly. It is traditionally wrong. It is culturally wrong. It is morally unethical. It is medically not recommended. And looking at the way our world is going, that men are beginning to want to be women, women are trying to become men, children are trying to choose their gender, you should already know that since that particular agenda is not thriving much in Africa, that one way they will be able to pollute the homes is going to be through incest. Incest, especially among the minors. When I mean minors now, I'm talking about teenagers. And you see, incest among teenagers is always a sign of abuse, coercion, or exposure to inappropriate sexual materials. I'm going to make a video later on. I will teach you how to talk to your child about body safety, and then I will also teach you how to prevent sexual abuse within family systems. But this video, I just want to focus on incest. It might be long. If you don't like long videos, it's fine. But I know my 1+X people will watch it, so I'm okay. Children do not naturally initiate sexual behaviors with family members without influence, without grooming or trauma being involved. If something like this is suspected, the priority is protection and professional help, not panic or shame. I'm going to give you 5 warning signs that a child may be experiencing or engaging in inappropriate sexual behavior with a family member. Number 1 is sudden sexualized behavior that is not age appropriate. If a child begins displaying explicit sexual knowledge, gestures, languages, or behavior beyond what is normal for their developmental stage, that is a red flag. Children who act sexually often learned it somewhere. All these children that you are seeing that when they are dancing, the next thing before you know it, they start twerking. It's not normal. Don't overlook it. This child is being exposed to inappropriate sexual materials. That is why they are doing things like that. Number 2, secretive or isolated interactions with a specific family member. You must pay attention to it. Pay attention if a child insists on being alone with a particular relative, and then when they are separated from that family relative, they become anxious, or they show unusual emotional attachment or fear around them. You need to check it. Many of them are just finishing from holidays now and they are returning back to school. So some of them, maybe they don't go to the same school. While some, maybe they came to visit and now everybody is returning back to their houses, and you see one particular child that is feeling bad that they have been separated from so sibling. Some even go as far as crying. It's not a family love. It's not family love. Don't overlook it. Ask questions. And the reason why you should do this is not to cause fear or shame. You really need to know what is going on. Excessive secrecy around closed doors is not something to ignore. Number 3, sudden personality changes. Watch out for unexpected mood swings. Watch out for withdrawal. A child that is always happy before, that is always excited, that wants to be around the parents, that wants to be around people, now is now beginning to always be alone, be inside the room, maybe pressing their phone, always wanting to have their own space. It's not normal. Or you notice aggression. If you are noticing withdrawal that comes with sadness, that's already a sign of depression. Or you notice fearfulness. Or you notice bedwetting, especially for a teenager. A teenager from 13 to 19 still bedwetting. Check it. Or sleep disturbances. A child is sleeping and the child always having terrible dreams, and then the child wakes up and is afraid. Anytime your child tells you, I've been having terrible dreams, you have to take out time and ask, explain the dream to me. And if it's a certain pattern of dream, something is happening over and over again in that child's dream, don't overlook it. Be the prophet of your child. Those of us that are into children and teens ministry, we can only do little. That's the truth. In fact, some of you even end up spoiling the little we do when we release them back to your house. Please, watch out for that. Watch out for regression to younger behaviors. Watch out for a mature teenager, 16, 17, 18, that is now beginning to behave the way she used to behave when she was 9, or the way he used to behave when he was 5. Regressing to behavior of children is not normal. Trauma often show up through behavior before it is ever spoken. Number 4, physical symptoms without clear cause. For example, the child is complaining of genital pains, or you notice that this child is having difficulty sitting down comfortably or difficulty walking, or you notice that your child you're always treating infection for this child over and over. It's not toilet anything. That thing is not toilet infection. It's not toilet infection or unexplained injuries in their private areas. They require immediate medical evaluation. If you say you don't have money, take them to the community clinic closest to you, or take them to the government hospital there. Yes, you will spend more time, but don't dismiss those physical signs. Don't dismiss it. And the last one that I will leave with you today because of time is when you notice strong guilt, fear, or defensive reactions around sexual topics. I'm going to teach you how you should discuss sexual issues with your child. I think we really need to fix that. But when you notice that as you are discussing this matter with the child, you have not even say maybe you, but the child already, it's not me, it's not me. Oh, something is going on. May the Lord give you discernment. If a child becomes extremely defensive or panicked or overly knowledgeable when sexual topics arise, it may indicate exposure or involvement in something inappropriate. I said may because there is no hard and fast rule to these things. A child may even be doing it and you won't even know. You see these things that I mentioned now, just the same way you can use it to detect incest in your home. You can also use it to detect a child that is already having intercourse, a child that is already doing it with somebody else. And if you do suspect incest or any form of sexual abuse or sexual activity, stay calm. Don't interrogate aggressively. You have to create a safe space for the child to talk. Many of these children, many of these teenagers, they tell me things that they can't tell their parents. And when we are like, can we discuss this with them? They say, my mother will kill me. Many of you want to kill them. So now we have information that sometimes we can't even do much because I'm not the parent. We can't really do much without you working with us. And now the child is afraid that if you hear, you will kill them. Where do we start from? So most times in the end, we are only able to just help the child, but we are not able to deal with the abuser. Because if you hear, you will create a safe space for your child to talk. Please seek help from a licensed child psychologist or counselor when you notice any of these things. Seek help. Seek help from professionals. Seek help from professionals. It is not wrong to take your child to a rehabilitation center. I don't know how to explain this thing to African parents. I have had to beg many parents, say, please, take this child to a rehabilitation center. I've had to beg many for all my few years. Like, some they did not listen to me, but we thank God. And please, let me say this is not a family reputation thing. It's not a family reputation issue. All those I don't want to bring bad name to my family. This is a child safety issue. I think I've handled this already before in one of my messages. If you notice nonsense in your family, even if it's your husband that is doing it to that child, expose it. Let God judge everybody later. Please, silence protects abusers. If you are silent, you are actually protecting the abuser. And early intervention is what you will use to protect that child. May our society be safer for our younger ones in Jesus' name. If this video was helpful to you, please do well to like, comment, share. And of course, if you are new around my corner or you are just seeing my video for the first time, feel free to follow this page. At least 1 + X people believe that following me is not a waste of time. I'll see you around.